Peace, purpose, people. What's going on with you? So, listen, this is a response to one of my subbies, Miss Drakyria, and if I messed your name up, I truly apologize. They asked me, what is my advice on a small business that will be selling small products at a higher quality, especially if the business is now a startup? How does one with a startup or little to no money, how are they able to reach selling the product in high quantities? Also, what factors need to be considered when starting up? Okay, so I'm just going to give you just a mini course on small businesses selling small products at a high quantity. Okay, so number one, you want to first identify your target audience and understand, well, have an idea of what you want to sell. Okay, a lot of people say, I want to sell everything. That's great, but having a niched um, item that you're selling, like you sell home goods, you sell, you know, um, office supplies. You sell cakes and pies. You sell, instead of just saying, I sell all kinds of food, you know what I mean, type of thing. It's great to have something that you're known for and occasionally have some limited edition things. That's just my opinion. So number one, identifying your target market, identifying your target products. Number two, selling when you are selling any products at a higher quality, it works better with automation. Okay, and what do I mean by automation? You have to create a website, something that people can utilize and purchase your product, program, or services while you are asleep. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you sell a higher volume of products. So you want to make sure that you have some type of website ability. I love GoDaddy. Okay, GoDaddy provides you templates. You can upload a massive amount of items. You can also connect GoDaddy to like drop shipping companies such as like Shopify, Amazon to some point, different things of that nature. So you want to make sure that you do have a website that is compatible to selling products on an automatic cycle. You want to make sure that it when people purchase on your website, they get, the notifications, they look right. It's all of your things, crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Again, this is a short form of video. If you want to schedule a call with me so we can go in deeper, then you can. My information is down below. Also, number three, what to consider when if you're a small business, a startup business, and you're selling products at a higher quantity, you want to make sure that you have a mass inventory. Okay, so if you don't have a mass inventory, if you don't have things on hand, if you don't have a storage to put things, then you should consider shopping or working with a drop shipping company. Drop shipping is when you are able to take customers orders without keeping stuff stacked, right, without keeping the inventory of things. So when we think about drop shipping, if you create an Amazon store, an Amazon seller stores, you won't necessarily have things on hand, but you would definitely be able to have a connection to those things. So they will purchase from your site, but Amazon will ship those items out. Make sense? Shopify. When you create custom products, you can create it on the site. You can even have these different type of pictures that market the things or your shirt design, but you don't necessarily have to have the shirts on hand. Some people do have shirts on hand. That's them. That's great. But when you're a startup and you don't have a lot of money, these are some great options for you. Shopify. People can go to your site. They can purchase the shirt. Shopify make the shirt, send it out to the person even in your sleep. Automation, baby, automation. This is how you do it with no money. Okay. Also, next, the startup needs to be considered. The things you need to be considered when you are a startup is time management. Absolutely. Even though you have a website and you're running these things on automation and you have drop shipping, so you don't have to stack inventory, all that stuff is great. But you also have to make sure that you set your days apart. Okay, setting your days apart. What do I mean by that? For me, for instance, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are more so my administrative days. Well, they used to be. Now Wednesday is, but Tuesdays and Thursdays used to be my administration days. So I wouldn't do nothing but take phone calls and check receipts and send out notes and create content, all that great and amazing stuff. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I used to be out in the field, you know what I mean, making connections, attending meetings, different things of that nature. So make sure that you're able to set your days apart, or within a day. Like if every day at a certain time from 12 to 3, this is when I create my labels, this is when I reach out to my customers, this is when I check emails, this is when I do all of those things. Okay. Next up, you, again, just like I mentioned in the beginning, what do you sell? You got to identify what you sell. How are you going to sell it? Is it going to be through the website? Are you going to keep an inventory or not? What does that look like for you? And then who are you selling to? Okay. Everybody is my customer. That's great and fine. But tell me about your niche customer, right? Who is your ideal customer? Because the person who likes to go and shop in stores where they can see the inventory and touch and feel the things before they buy them, then that's not necessarily your customer, because we're talking about having this business where we don't have a lot of money, where we don't have a lot of inventory. You understand what I'm saying? So we're talking about a business that needs to be on some type of automation. You have to create a website. And so with that being said, your ideal customer is someone who loves online shopping, who would rather shop online than coming into a store because you don't have one. You understand what I'm saying? So it does matter. You do have to identify who your ideal customer is, and then if you are still able to appeal to everybody, that's fine. But your ideal customer, your ideal market, what is that? Okay. Most importantly, branding is important. Branding, okay? You need a logo. You need to make sure that your logo tells the picture, tells the story of who you are, what you do, what you sell. The branding, your colors matter, your lettering matters. Okay, you want to make sure that all of this is significant, seamlessly displayed across the board. Okay. And then your customer service number. If someone wanted to get in contact with you, your email or a business number that you have, and you can definitely find all of these things for free. Again, if you would like some more in-depth information, more personal, customized information or advice about starting a business, then schedule a meeting with me down below, because I'm full of resources, I'm full of ideas, and I love strategic planning. Okay. But you need some form of contact, because if something's going on, something missing, the person moved, or they need to, whatever the conversation looks like in terms of the items they have just purchased from you, it's important that they are able to connect with you. I don't like talking to people on the phone. Okay, we'll get over that, but the next step to that is possibly having an email, and your email needs to represent your business. Okay, so if our business is called Candyland store, whatever the case may be. Now I'm just making up stuff, okay? But if your business is called the Candyland store, fine. Your email need to say the Candyland store at gmail.com if you got to use a Gmail, because you can't pay for an email server, right? The Candyland store at gmail.com. Your logo need to say the Candyland. All that great and amazing stuff. And the Candyland don't come from me. I was just using you as an example, okay? But so these are just a few steps. I know I was kind of going a little fast. I saw a little bit of spit flying, but that's all right, because you see a little vision, so it won't like a lot of spit. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up because I saw myself. You feel me, family? But anyway, these are just some quick steps that you can follow, across the board, if you are a small business selling small products at a higher quantity and you don't have, too many funds, your budget a little low. Listen, I get it. Had to get it out the rough so I can 100% get it. Okay. The idea is wherever you are starting and whatever you are starting with, that's not where you want to end up at. You always want to be able to scale your business. Okay. So again, I am Zavadi Morgan, holistic life and business coach and business owner. If you want to get with me for a more personalized one-on-one conversation about starting a business or anything pertaining to your life, then make sure that you book a consultation, an initial plan of action with me by using the link in my bio section. Okay. All right. Peace, family. Gotta go.